Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda, off here to glorious 1v1 on Pachino Stalemate. In the south, we have Dumais fighting here for the German army. The Deutsche South Corps here with support from the 4th Italian Infantry Division, Livorno. But forming up here with the 90th Panzergrenadier, we got bikes here on the way for Dumais as he rapidly rushes onto the field here with his Bersieri. In the north stands Havoc, the one and only, fighting for American democracy, liberty, here with the 3rd Infantry Division. We got scouts here for him, and riflemen, as we got, of course, the Bersieri and the Panzer Pioneer here for Dumais, the Dumaising Dumais. Sandbags part while here, Bersieri rushing forward here, utilising their great, well, endurance and speedy feet there to get forward here to the field point here, already looking to Holocaust Havoc here. Flare sword from Havoc in the early game, of course, he's going for a very early utility package, thumbs up. Shots fired here already within the first minute, as always by a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast. Really wouldn't be able to keep doing this without the support, well, it's not as easy, so big thanks there. And a big hearty thanks to all those who keep liking and commenting, helps the video getting the word out to as many people as possible via the Byzantine wonders of YouTube. Right in between the Bersieri, Dumais having done his part, they of course pulled back with the Italian troops. They got Panzers following up here in the wake of the Italian troops here. North side, we got the back pushing forwards here for Dumais. Right moving in here, sees in the centre there for Havoc and Democracy up north as well. Both sides spreading out now after initial brief yet explosive skirmish by the western field point. We got Panzers out here for Dumais. As for the average Italian soldier, there were definitely some good units like the Bersieri, also the Guazzatura with Elite. But the issue was also you had a lot of like not very well trained Italian units who just like in the first time of combat just kind of melted away. For example, around Pachino, which was actually like I think Sicily, southern Sicily, like one of the first major landing zones. The Italian infantry division holding that just kind of just melted away there during the night. Fun fact: Bersieri here versus the Ralph Court there. Of course, you had the 4th Infantry Division, Livorno, which was, very well trained, was elite, but on the other hand, poorly equipped. So, skirmishing here by the southern vector point in the maze, they're pushing his Bersieri to their very limits, and there you go. Mario there, dropping deck, Panzer pinning up here. Panzer's ramming as well at catching Hammer's men here in the sun, in a bit of a trap there, perhaps, but a rather expensive trap here for Dumais' Bersieri. More Panzers here for Dumais, he's definitely had enough there of his Bersieri. It's time for Germans. Panzergrenadier. Northern point being seized here. We got 486 versus 500. Second Panzer squad here for Dumais as his troops are holding up here behind some sandbag positions. Ralph going from the north here for Havoc. Back at base there we got another Ralph on the way. We might see grenades. BARs are very unlikely. You typically do not go for BARs early on versus the DAK because that's going to just invite them to go for like heavy light vehicle builds against you, as that means you won't be able to like push out with counter light vehicles. There you go. Havoc comes to Mace in the south, withdrawing his men there. Meanwhile up north, you've got Ralph Scott as the bike here. Bike absolutely outgunned here as Havoc comes crashing in there, punching towards the center there. Bersieri rushing southwards with their Carcano bolt action rifles. No tech yet here for Dumais and Deutschland. And we got here the slight support company for Dumais, south side here, Bersieri catching the Ralph Squad, lone health here. They're definitely a bit in the danger zone. Here's the Bersieri close in. And engage there with their Carcano bolt action rifles. Even in the centre we got Panzers with the Ralph Squad here, and further up north here, Bike continues to skirmish, having done a bit of soft repairs. But the south is definitely where things are at their hottest now. And Dumais is once forced to withdraw here. His Bersieri just lacking support here to really break the Americans. Center there, Ralph Squad grabbing the center victory point here. Guessing we're looking at some bolters, more likely the secure location ability, and then some early Breda Model 30s, the light machine guns. They could also say push for some Aventus or Karamatos, or maybe strafing runs here. Both paths here are equally viable right now here for Dumais in the face of Havoc. Sandbags, ambulance there, no machine guns or anything like that yet. Infantry support center here for Havoc, and El Capitan out, and we got the motor pool, which is very much standard US Meta I find versus the DAK a lot of the time. Bersieri rushing out again. Bike fixed up here a bit by the Panzergrenadiers. Sees in the center going for the fuel point again. Dumais knows he has to like slow down here. Havoc's fuel and come. over to Havoc, who's got 4 rifle squads and the captain. No battle group yet chosen. Holding back his choices there a bit. Bike is about to go down here. Dumais flying like at several points here. Ends up losing the bike there. Minor loss, but still a loss here in terms of like map control here versus Havoc. Of course, a good kill there for Havoc, since again, it does mean Dumais now is lacking a more mobile element with which to harass him and just make things miserable. Fuel point there being threatened now by Havoc, of course, shows that he too can hit the fuel point. Ambulance ready here for Dumais and Deutschland. Meanwhile, up north here, Panzers the rifle squad here, low and healthy. Havoc can't keep the squad around for much longer, or the Germans will put them 5 feet under. South side there, Bessieri got the point. Panzer Pioneer reinforcing, healing. Pressure there's hard and got flares here from Havoc. Very good consistent use, in this case, of course, tells him like what to expect here. He even pops a smoke grenade here in advance, just in case here. Cheeky play there by Havoc. Troops heading northwards here. Northern victory point falling into the Germans. Got 500 to 430. Dumais definitely struggling here in the early phase of the match so far versus Havoc, who has just been leading very strongly with the Americans so far versus the Germans. MD-34 team has arrived. That will certainly right. Dumais falls there with a significant boost in firepower versus the Americans. Panzer's falling up here. Panzer Pino going at it. Scouts there being burned up. Heavy damage inflicted, almost wiping out the scouts. In fact, this would be very helpful there for Dumais, but fortune smiles upon Havoc there. Like a very kindly grandmother spoiling her grandchild. Point there being seized. Greyhound there for Havoc. No big surprise being we got the fast support elements there for Dumais. Could very well be here in this case, not so much for the flak feeling, but just for the Pack 38 to have something to pressure the Greyhound here, which Havoc will be chucking at Dumais here anytime soon. Fuel plant outside the base being hit here. Flak feeling, fast support elements almost done here. Also unlocks grenades for Dumais Panzer Grenadiers, so just a generally good upgrade here. Bessieri spotted, being pushed back. They're all low on health. Honestly, at this point, I think it would make a lot of sense here for Dumais to just withdraw the Bessieri, get them healed up. They're kind of bleed manpower without really doing much here for Dumais at this point. Ooh, we do get the grenade here, which, by the way, by the Allies was known as the Red Devil, because it was a percussive grenade, meaning it detonated the impact, but it just didn't always detonate, and the Allies would try to pick it up, chucking it back, at which point it had a tendency of going off in their hands. So it apparently got a bit of the nickname of Red Devil because of that. Fun fact. But yeah, now spotted by the Greyhound. There's actually a good chance that the Greyhound now wipes them out, which definitely is going to hurt Dumais even further. We do get a Panzer group out here for Dumais in response to the Greyhound. Wow, these are some incredibly lucky. Those are some incredibly lucky Italian troops, except because they're for Luigi. Mario, don't leave me behind. The Americans are going to put a pineapple on my pizza. But there you go. Have to light a grenade here. Allowing the Panzer to now close in. Push off the ground here and take it out here. We also got Armoured here for Havoc. So yeah, Havoc got a bit too bold here versus Dumais. And Dumais was more than happy to punish him. He does get the 250 half-track. But compared with losing a Greyhound, not really on the same scale of loss of this. That's a good kill there for Dumais. Though of course, Havoc still maintains excellent map control versus him. Losing the ground like that does help. We also got Allied War Machine here, so we could actually flip more light vehicles. Steel Hand Grenade chucked off there. Up north here, Captain Force back here by heavy German firepower there. As Dumais sends a small group here of the 90th Panzer Grenadiers shown northwards. We got Riflemen setting out here, another wave of troops there from Havoc's base. Will there be any BARs anytime soon? South side here, Panzerjägers versus Riflemen, not looking great there. Bessieri, Panzer Pioneer moving in. We also got here, Veteran Squad Leaders, thumbs up, very strong upgrade, of course, if you like any infantry built here for the DAK, which Dumais so far definitely is. There you go, Rifleman push back here by the Bessieri. Push back here as well, northern point makes sure with the MD-34, Panzer the grabbing the further northern point as well here. Dumais definitely regained a bit of control here versus Havoc, with that Greyhound there being knocked out like it did. But it obviously would have been more optimal here for Dumais if it also like maintained the half-track. So a bit of a skirmishing there, troops in for healing there. Dumais, of course, he could try and like push for a fast light Italian tank, I think, now versus Havoc there. That could maybe help Dumais further establish control here versus Havoc. Going for a bit of both here. I mean, obviously, it could also be keeping the momentum. There's sort of, you know, an O-bagger option there, like, so you can just call in the momentum very rapidly if what needs it. The south here, Bezier being attacked here by scouts and engineers here. Center, we got the field being heavily forward over here. Raven taking a lot of damage. Could soon again make an option going for the M1340 here. Don't know if he's going to go for it, but it could, I think, be a solid option, honestly, to consider versus Havoc. We'll have to see. Does it go for the M1340? Does it go for strafes? Does it just go for Breeders? Like in this regard, I mean, right now, Dumais just has a lot of options he can choose from here versus Havoc. So the question is really, what does he want to go for? He goes for an MD-34, clearly not keen on, like, you know, say a fast, light Italian tank here to, like, maybe try and catch Havoc in a bad spot. Havoc, meanwhile, is going for the BAR, the Browning automatic rifle. South side, the engineers grabbing points. Up north here, Panzers versus the Raft squad here, and Mikol's got 6-man squads, though crucially, Dumais doesn't have a lot of munitions here for upgrades for them, so they can't quite compete easily with a Bar rifleman, but they're certainly going to do better than unupgraded Panzer Grenadiers, that is, without veteran squad leaders, that's for sure. Machine Head Northwards here, Center being grabbed back by the Panzerjägers. Like, there's just so many skirmishes all across the map here, and Dumais is just rushing back and forth here. Rail Squad, they're cutting the court here. Up north, Rail Squad actually was beaten by the Panzer Grenadiers, in part for using the focus fire ability. Very strong ability when used correctly, and particularly, you know, with the extra Panzer Grenadiers in the squad, so thumbs up to Dumais. Scouts, they're being forced back here. Another push here by Dumais and the 90th Panzer Grenadier Sean, and it's definitely caught in a bit of a tricky spot here versus the 3rd Infantry Division. And sadly, no sign of any Italian light tanks or anything like that. Is he going to go for the Breeders then? We'll have to see what Dumais' scheme here is, but certainly right now, you know, maybe just getting those Breeders going up. He might actually be going for the Italian tanks after all. Again, right now, that could leave Havoc a bit exposed here, because he's got a lot of infantry, and of course he can't go for the tanks chaffies, but even then there's going to be that small gap here where the M1340s are going to give him a bit of a headache. Will Dumais actually go for it? I mean, he has selected it, but there might still be this, you know, kernel of doubt there in the back of Dumais' head that, like, you know, prohibits him from actually calling in the M1340 faster. We'll have to see there. I feel like in some sense he's like, slightly lost a window in between to, like, really make an impact with it here versus Havoc. So far, no sign of the tank. Perhaps he's holding up first here. Oh, he can even go for Pact of Steel. This he can, like, call in cheaper now. So I'm not entirely sure what Dumais' hold up is. Maybe it was a misclick. Maybe he wants artillery cover. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say, of course, since I can't really read Dumais' mind. And if I could, you know, I could probably work for, like, some, you know, the CIA or something could read people's minds like that. Anyways, Rav Squad force back here. Taking evidence from the Panzerjägers, the Panzer Pionier. Mortar moving up here. Rav Squad, they're outflanking the MD-34 here. Mortar, they're being flanked by the Panzer. We've got the Steel Hand Grenade off here. And no sign of tanks here from Dumais. Bit of a shame there. Would like to see some M1340s here. Cat moving in here. Back at Havoc space, no vehicles. We got healing. Got some upgrades, but nothing bigger here. Engineers being spotted here though, but they also make an impact here on Dumais' forces. Nothing further here for Dumais, just a resource build-up. But also it feels like a somewhat lack of clarity here. Got thinner forwards for 162. Got artillery piece calling about Dumais. He can, like, easily, like, pick whatever he wants in the battle group here. It's the next choice, but again, there just seems to be a sense here that Dumais isn't quite entirely sure what he wants here versus Havoc. Machine gun half-take, I'm forgotten catching the Rav Squad here on one of his carve points. Troops being pushed out here through the center of Pachino as Havoc and the 3rd Infantry Division charges in. Havoc, meanwhile, there, not much else. I mean, obviously, he's gone for armor, so he might, of course, just be going for the EC8 stall strategy. But it's also not impossible. He might actually go for the tank depot and just push for tanks. Large numbers here, because he's not exactly seeing a threat right now that requires him to go for, like, chaffies. Okay, we got Pact of Steel and Force Recon? Interesting. I would actually have expected the Breda Model 30, but he actually went for Pact of Steel. We do also get the Tank Depot here, though, for Havoc, so both players are making some interesting choices for sure. But Dumais, I'm definitely less sure as to where these choices are leading him. Much less certain. Over there to Havoc, of course this could perhaps be part of his plan here, since if he's not certain, then Havoc certainly is not going to be certain as to what Dumais is doing either, that's for sure. Got heavy fighting, got smoke on the fuel point there up north. Indonesian control with the Panzers there again. Focus 5. He also got machine guns on the way for Dumais forces. Thumbs up. Ground squad being hit here by the LEG-18, the Leicht's Infanteriegeschütz. Fun fact, the Germans had a larger version of this known as the Schweres Infanteriegeschütz, which fired a 15cm shell off. There's also the one they'd be used for any of their self-propelled versions like the Grille, the Sturmpanzer 1 and the Sturmpanzer 2. Will all be equipped with the Schweres Infanteriegeschütz. Fun fact! Seeking a destroyer there for Havoc. Nice, lovely choice as well. Panzer Commando for Dumais, so probably not going to be looking at any tanks unless Dumais suddenly gets desperate. Of course, he can use it to get cheaper Stukasse, which is obviously a very marvelous role here. Till he called in about El Capitan. Panzers are quickly dodging, half-time moving in veterans one there, not shabby, but considering that thing's about to explode, I don't think you can do too much here for Dumais in that engagement. 406 for 267. Dumais, so does seem to be somewhat turning cover here versus Havoc. Panzer Commando almost done it for the 90th Panzer Grenadier Division. Tank depot at the ready here for Havoc, but he's a bit short on fuel despite, you know, an otherwise, I think, impressive leading situation versus Dumais. Dumais has been able to like hit Havoc's fuel income just enough here to make sure that even the lead hit that Havoc is amassed can't quite leverage into like fast tanks here versus Dumais. So that's actually some good play there by Dumais at least. Not that he's playing bad, but he's definitely like, you know, been heavily under pressure, so I think trying to like really leverage any other counter advantage. Article covering the machine gun in the south here. Panzer they need to withdraw here. They're being ripped apart by Grease guns, bars, and M1 Grants. Half-track withdrawing. North here, machine gun, Panzer guns with the captain. And not much here in the base of Dumais. As for Havoc, very interesting, you know, close to a Sherman here or a Hellcat. You can already go for the Hellcat and you get a pretty fat discount there. You're at Crazy Patton's bargain basement tank depot. We can get tanks cheaper than anywhere else. Why? Don't ask where I got them from. Ralph squad scouting south. That's Panzer quickly dodging out there. So Sherman on the way here for Havoc. 270 manpower. Panzer 3 there for Dumais and Deutschland. Ralph squad scouts in, then we got the enemy fifth moving into the scouts as well here. In the south here, Panzer Peony pulling up a heroic front. We got smoke here as well to support the assault. Very nice use of smoke here by Havoc. Thumbs up. And certainly that's one thing I really, again, I have to like stress. I really like in Coh3. It's just been a greater, more interesting tactical use of smoke here compared to Coh2, where you just never really saw like any like tactical privation from the smoke from an assault here like you do in Coh3. Pantry rushing up, Andy Fedford rushing past it. Otto, yeah, why are we going to directions the infantry is running from? Well, we're not infantry, are we? Oh, you're right. Machine gun in trouble here. Panzers moving up there. Veggie 2 half to 3 anti-tank guns for Havoc as well here. Panzer Kampfwagen moving up here. As opposed to the pinch again, he could use the Summons to just back up the Panzer these here versus Shermans, as the Summons do provide some nice anti-tank firepower. Plus, they're built to provide mobile artillery support. Definitely is not something to scoff at either. Not sure, of course, if that is what Dumais will go for, but it is, I think, an option. North side here. Bit of quiet there for once. Light skirmish in the south. We've got a few Bessieri bravely putting up front against the Americans. Up north of the Pentagon goes for some isolated scouts. No machine guns there to Dumais. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. South got the Sherman on the move here.
We have 300 points. Confirmed.
Nothing further in Dumais base. We got the Landwehr holding forts. MD-34s being sent forwards. And we got infantry moving up in the wake here of the Panther 3's breakthrough up north. Bit of skirmishing towards the center. Bezier there hiding out, dodging the Sherman and ambushing the units to try to grab some victory point here. Dumais definitely putting up some sneaky plays here versus Havoc. Back to Dumais and Deutschland. He can soon go for another Panther if he wants to. He could also even sooner go for a Semavento Caro Amato, though again, I don't think he's going to go for it unless like he's feeling pressured at this point. Last squad holding up, he's being bombarded, the walls are crumbling from the intense firepower being delivered here by the Germans up north here. Fresh push here by Havoc looks to reclaim the northern heights here from the German army. Grenades being chucked. The Americans are just doing a much better job of chucking it than the Germans are. So, probably going to look at another Panther here soon. They could, of course, also surprise us with a Stuckasser first, though I don't think it's going to go for under current circumstances. But Dumais could always surprise me. Up north here, Panzer Pierce, the Ralph Squad. Mine goes off here. Good money there by Dumais. Thumbs up. And in fact, we haven't really seen a lot of mine so far this match, but we do have seen a mortar crate abandoned. Panzerjägers there flanking. Trying to take out here the mortar before Havoc can regain it. But it doesn't work out. There you go. Tear gas rounds. Panther flanking. But anti-tanks ready, engaging the Panther, slamming through the not particularly heavy frontal armor with the Panther 3. Later models like the Model M would add more frontal armor and space frontal armor that to the Panther 3. But the Model L was not given that. South side here though, Bezier versus the Ralph Squad. Lacking machine guns. They do still have the Modelo 35 there. But ultimately it is not enough. And the Panther 3 there is indefinitely repairs. For Dumais, we do get another Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. Thumbs up. Havoc Sherman there being repaired. And Dumais at this point is definitely stabilized in terms of table. He's got 267, but Havoc is down to 208, so nice recovery here by Dumais. Definitely a rough start here. Particularly that civil like where the DAK currently definitely has the advantage over the Americans, but Havoc was still able to, like, really deny Dumais that advantage. I'd say, many guys like really well played by both sides so far here. Panther 3 here, half-age veterans, one up north here. Panzer goes to the scouts. Scouts getting absolutely plastered and perforated here by the Panzer Grenadiers near the ace level. Iron Cross, second class underway, and maybe a bronze clasp as well there for close combat. Sherman rolling forwards here though, engaging the Panzer Grenadiers there. In the south, the Panzer column here for Dumais rushes forwards. Bezier trying to keep pace there. They're doing a pretty good job, but they're still tanks and they're not. Would you please slow down? I had too much pizza in my rations. Straight to the anti-tank here though. Mine on the other Panther 3. Oh, bugger. Or shies in this case. Bezier rushing in here. At least it wasn't a heavy anti-tank mine, or that Panther 3 likely would have been completely toast. But definitely very unfortunate there for Dumais. At least fortunate for him that Havoc hasn't quite been able to exploit this, but he may just be able to go do that with the Sherman in here. Panzerjägers in a building that is ripe for collapsing as well here. And I think Dumais, Panzerjägers realizing that. My God, what is it, Helmut? This building isn't up to code. I mean, have you looked at these structural supports? My God, these Italians. Yeah, I know. We have to abandon this place. 250 after engineers. Panther 3s are being hauled to safety here. But Dumais has lost his Panzer Pioneers, so he doesn't have like any easy way of repairing his Panzers. He doesn't even have the emergency repair kit, so honestly, Dumais really needs some Panzer Pioneers now. Because like just having two of his Panther Thieves just, collecting dust is not, what he needs right now. He's got the Panzers on it, but unless he's got them upgraded, which he hasn't, it's going to still take some time to fix up those Panzer 3s, and crucially it means he's got two frontline combat units, two 6-man Panzer Grenadier squads with machine guns, one on this ace level, not doing combat work. So even if he's repairing the Panther 3, it does come at the cost of, a significant portion of his infantry just being tied up, not shooting at Americans. I'm sure the Panzers would prefer that, but I'm not so sure that's what Dumais would prefer. So, I definitely think that is something, you know, Dumais will need to sort out here. As for Havoc, we're not seeing any additional tanks. Probably due to a bit of manpower bleeding there. So even with War Machine, he doesn't quite have the manpower for it, I suppose. Guess we'll find out now. Nope. Not really much of an excuse here for Havoc not to call in any more tanks. Here versus Dumais. Got the Panzer III going.
Give us something to do.
Sherman falling back. South side here, Panzer III engaged by the M1 anti-tank gun there. Slicing right through the front line of the Panzerkampfwagen. MG-34 setting up, that's going to be right within range of the Sherman here. Dumais situation in the southeast is generally not looking good. And it might actually be worth here for Dumais to briefly just concede the south and just focus northwards instead here versus Havoc. And I think we sort of look at the rest of his forces going northwards, that might be sort of the conclusion Dumais is also getting to here versus Havoc. Because right now Havoc's got like a good portion of his forces and his biggest guns pointing southwards. So slow push northwards here. We've got Havoc though counterattacking him, machine guns, riflemen, more riflemen for that matter. Dumais is sending his Panzer III sword towards the north here. South side, Panzer's actually launching the sword. Is it a diversionary attack? Was the tanks moving elsewhere, the diversionary attack? It's hard to say actually. The Ralph squad was almost getting wiped out here. Good use of focus fire, or ×2 actually, on the Ralph squad there with the Ace Panzer with the machine guns there. Almost got the Ralph squad. Oh, he loses the Ace Panzer. He does get the scouts. He might get the Sherman here. But that's going to be like pretty, I think, tough to quite explain off easily. Sherman down though. Might even get the anti-tank gun. Yeah, he's going to get the anti-tank gun here unless Havoc has the devil's own luck and then some. But he's going to need to replace his infantry. Oh! The Panzer III somehow survives! Anti-tank crew is down! This fight is definitely hectic here. Some intense moments as Ralph moving. Panzer III is firing at the anti-tank gun here. Looking to deny them to Havoc before he gets his hands on it again. Ralph squad taking heavy loss there from the Panzer III there. Up north, they'll have Dumais has lost the fight here. Troops sending out there. What will Dumais do next? He's got the anti-tank and they're cleared out. Leaving Havoc with just a Sherman, but he's got the Sherman out. In fact, it's not just any Sherman. It's the EC8. It's Brad Pitt himself. Yeehaw! Panzerjäger's machine moving forward here. Bessier on the move here, but it's really looking rough here for Dumais. Havoc comes in charging there. We got Telecorn the machine gun here. Panzer III with a damaged engine. Other Panzer III barely operable here. Going in for the Sherman with the Panzerjäger's tear gas rounds here. Slamming into the side here. Causing a mess there for Brad Pitt inside there, but he still takes out the Panzer III now. Massive blazing ball of fire tumbling into the river. In the center, Bessier being assailed with the Ralph squad here. Up north here. Half-track flying around the machine gun here. Panzer is moving up there with the machine guns, with the bolt-action rifles. We got a machine gun there abandoned. It's a hectic series of battles all over the place. Grenades off, almost taking out the unit here. Half-track down, Panzer suppressed here. Dumais is with his back against the wall here. He's got the emergency repair kits up at least now, but odds are not looking great. We got 167 versus 144. Can Dumais turn around again? I mean, he did turn around initially, so not impossible. Not impossible. We got another Panzer III there for Dumais. Cut-off points being hit by the Bessier as they charge in there. I think he's just using them as a distraction, hoping to draw Havoc's attention away from the front line, more towards his rear line. Leichtes Infanterie Schutz bombarding there, close fetchy too. We got 167, 137. Machine teaming up here. Panzer III on the move. Troops on the move. Another Panzer III almost done. No machine guns on the Panzer IIIs. I feel like that is a small oversight here by Dumais. I know some people don't believe in the pinlock machine guns, but I find they typically tend to add some good firepower there versus infantry. Almost got the MG-34 crew here, though. If Dumais get that back, that would really help him out there. Got it! But can he get some units onto it? Of course, another bigger question. Second Panzer III has arrived here for Dumais, and the 90th Panzer gun is shown. Troops flanked here, pushed back. Need to get that machine gun into his hands and out of Havoc's hands.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Panzer III's lining up here. Ralph squad moving forwards. There you go. Got the MD-34 back here for the fatherland. Need to retreat the Panzerjägers and the MD-34 here.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Over here to Dumais. On a positive, we've got grenades, got Panther Thief fire here. Bravo Squad could go down. That would certainly be another win here for Dumais. In a point in check period here, we really need all the small wins to get here versus Havoc. Almost got the Bravo Squad, but no, they get away. Shermanese here with the white phosphorus, causing a mess here for the Panther Thief crew in the south. Bessier versus the Engineers. Panther Thieves withdrawing 1/2 H22 here. North side, though, Havoc made great progress, but he's committing the heavily depleted units, but it also, I think, highlights just and underscores how much pressure right now Dumais is under here versus Havoc. Engineers here in trouble with sort of the ace Bessieri. Artillery fire, Panther Thief in the center here. I do feel like it's a bit risky here by Dumais playing up as Panther Thief, knowing there's an easy hit on the field here. Nice shot for the sidearm and the Sherman. Mr. Brad Pitt, alright, no! They got my lunch! Got my martini! Machine gun out in the center of the Rav Squad here, but the other one got wiped out. Mine goes off under Havoc's own men's feet there. Small win here for Dumais. Almost got the Rav Squad here. Sherman collapses the building. Here's Brad Pitt, fueled by anger over the distraction of his martini lunch, smashes the house apart there. They won't cheer that in the movies now, will they? Back here, tripping, forcing healing. North here, Panther getting the Rav Squad. 47 on 67. East here going northwards. Another side hit here, though, as Havoc once more exposed the sidearm was shown here to the Panther Thieves. Another potential side hit here. Yes. At least it looked like a side hit. Rav Squad's the Panther Thief here. Dumais Panther Thief heavily damaged. Troops rushing for the Sun Victor point. We got 41 on 67. Battle is hanging in the balance here. Hellcat's out for Havoc. Finally throwing some more additional arm as well here. Bessieri rushing straight into the crude machine gun. Grenade off. Almost got it there. He could call in some event or some light Italian tanks to support this Panther Thieves right now, though, of course, it's also just not impossible. You just want to go for more Panther Thieves. There's a lot of options here for him to go for, but there you go. Sherman, easy hit. Hellcat going for the isolated Panther Thief here. Routes on the flank here. He needs more armor up there right now, but again, he lacks the numbers because his Panther Thieves also needed in the center. He's going to lose his Veggie 2 Panther Thief to Havoc's Hellcat. Down it goes. Another ball of fire in the night. Wild score there. Hellcat rushing to the north here. We got 34s on the 27 here. Panther Thief being flanked by the Hellcat. Panzerjägers advancing. And it's another Panther Thief here for Dumais and Deutschland. Tilly called in here to push Dumais off the point for just long enough here, but he does render neutral, which gives Dumais just a few more hard fought minutes against Havoc. But for how much longer? How many minutes did he truly buy here? Hellcat rushing the north here. Bessier rushing forwards. Reitman advancing through the broken streets of Pachino, past the angry Italian infantry. Got the second Panther arriving here. Artillery being hit with grenades. In the south here, Panzer is the captain. We got 26 versus 167. 25. Panther Thieves here going for the Hellcat. Bessier rushing the center. I do think at this point it really should just consider calling in some Cerventas or some M1340s here versus Havoc. Up north here, render the point neutral, but the machine crew is going to go down. That's going to be a rather costly loss here for Dumais. Rav Squad almost getting wiped out here. Almost got the Hellcat. Can he finish it off here? Possibly. Got the Hellcat blazing up there. Rav Squad narrowly avoids total annihilation here. Everything's hanging in the balance here. Dumais is pulling off one desperate move after the other one, narrowly staying in the fight with every bloody engagement. Trading as costly as he can. Like a chess grandmaster who owes the Mafia a lot of money. Popping into the structurally unsafe building there, which could collapse at any moment. Now the Afternoon is going to collapse like just at a single sneeze. Panther is going for the EC8 here. Punching is moving up here. Oh, they got out just in time before the entire thing collapsed. Grenades off here. Brian being hit with grenades as well. And we got another Hellcat out here for Havoc, even as Dumais Panzer IIIs are putting in an absolutely desperate fight here as they're being squeezed to the very limits. We got an assault group being rushed northwards here. Havoc launches a breakthrough on the center against the Panther IIIs here. We got focused fire here, rapid fire. Panther III, though, rapidly explodes. 22 is 149. Second Panther III down here. Machine gun being cleared up north here. And the Bezier get wiped out in the south here. So close yet so far. I think at this point, though, Dumais has very much hit his limit here versus Havoc. He's got next to nothing left. Well, he might be able to get the Hellcat after for some reason Havoc rushed into the base. I guess he was hoping to just take out the ambulance. But it doesn't matter. He's still got an ACC-8 here. Almost got the 250 half-track. And down it goes. Smoke kits run carbon advancing on the center. Thumbs up to Dumais, though I think at this point that's not going to matter too much. We've got 21 versus 140. There you go. GG. Game over. An absolutely desperate fighting from Dumais. And at times he felt so close. You just always felt like just fell a bit short there. Like, you know, finding the right answer. Like, finding the right tactics. I do think there's some moments there, like, probably called in some Italian tanks early that might have given a bit more of an edge here versus Havoc. But Havoc, I think, just played a very solid game, played to the strengths of the Americans quite well, and Dumais just never quite found his footing. Now, those moments of hesitation, I think, just helped him not quite get it. They were still really well played with both sides. An impressive match here on Pachino Stalemate. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends, tell your family. And as always, you can support the Propagandacast and its amazing content by donating or pledging on Patreon. Links in the description. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.